June 10th, 2026, a date that will be marked in the strategic calendars of Beijing, Washington, and Taipei. On that day, a joint press release went out, accompanied by a short video. It showed a dozen drones, the VBAT models from a company called Shield AI, flying in tight, coordinated patterns over the South China Sea. They moved like a flock of birds, but there was no flock, no pilot, no human hand on the controls. This was a swarm, and the partner in this announcement was Taiwan's National Chung-Shan Institute of Science and Technology, or NCSIST. The surface story was simple: a corporate partnership to develop AI-driven drones for maritime surveillance and defense. But if you stop there, you miss the real story, because this announcement was not just about technology. It was about a timeline. It was about a shift in global power that has been accelerating since the war in Ukraine. And it was about a question that no one in Washington, Taipei, or Beijing wants to answer directly. Are we preparing for a war, or are we trying to prevent one? To understand why is matters, you have to start with the people behind the press release. Shield AI was founded in 2015 by a former U.S. Navy SEAL named Ryan Tseng. Tseng is not your typical tech CEO. He didn't come from Stanford or Silicon Valley. He came from the battlefield. He served in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he saw something that bothered him: the reliance on GPS and human pilots for drone operations. In contested environments, GPS can be jammed. Human pilots can be killed. Tseng believed that the future of warfare was autonomous, not just remote-controlled. So he built a company around a piece of software called HiveMind. HiveMind is not a typical drone control system. It doesn't need a human to tell each drone where to go. It allows a swarm of drones to communicate, coordinate, and make decisions on their own, even when GPS is denied. It's the difference between a remote control car and a pack of wolves. And Tseng has been very public about his belief that autonomous systems are inevitable for modern warfare. In 2022, he published a book called Swarm, where he laid out his vision. He wrote that the United States and its allies must embrace this technology now, or they will be outmatched by adversaries who already are. Now, here is where the story gets deeper. Shield AI's technology was not tested in a lab. It was tested in Ukraine. From 2022 to 2025, HiveMind was used to coordinate drone strikes against Russian positions. Specifically, it was used to target Russian electronic warfare systems. The Russians have some of the most advanced jamming and spoofing technology in the world. They can take control of a drone or make it see false targets. HiveMind was designed to operate in that environment. It learned to reroute, to change frequencies, to swarm from multiple angles. It worked, and that experience transformed Shield AI from a defense contractor into a strategic asset. Because if HiveMind can work against Russian electronic warfare, it can work against Chinese electronic warfare. And that is exactly what Taiwan needs. But why Taiwan, and why now? The answer lies in a white paper that Shield AI published on September 15, 2025. It was titled Maritime Swarm Tactics for the Indo-Pacific. In that paper, the company laid out a scenario: a small island nation facing a much larger naval force. It talked about using autonomous drones to patrol a 200 nautical mile exclusive economic zone, or EEZ. It talked about using swarms to deter amphibious assaults. It did not name Taiwan, but anyone reading it knew exactly what it was describing. The paper was a signal. It was Shield AI saying, "We are ready for the next fight." And on March 22, 2026, NCSIST responded. They quietly announced a request for proposals for what they called AI-enhanced coastal defense drones. The language was vague, but the intent was clear. Taiwan needed a way to monitor its waters 24/7, without relying on human pilots who could be tired, or on radar stations that could be targeted. They needed something that could fly, see, and react on its own. Then came the secret visit. On May 1, 2026, Taiwanese media reported that a team of Shield AI engineers had visited NCSIST's Longtan campus. The visit was not officially confirmed, but the timing was too precise to be a coincidence, and on May 28, 2026, a leaked internal NCSIST memo surfaced. The memo outlined a target: achieve 24/7 autonomous patrol of the 200 nautical mile EEZ by 2027. That is an aggressive timeline. It means that within 1 year, Taiwan wants to have a fleet of autonomous drones that can monitor every inch of its waters, from the coast to the edge of its claimed territory. This is not just about defense, this is about persistent deterrence. It is about creating a situation where China cannot make a move without being seen, tracked, and potentially engaged. Now, let's pause and look at the evidence chain. The joint press release from June 10th confirmed the partnership, but the language was carefully chosen. It said that Shield AI's HiveMind would be integrated with NCSIST's maritime radar and anti-ship missile systems. That is a crucial detail. This is not just about drones flying around and taking pictures. This is about connecting the AI directly to Taiwan's existing defensive infrastructure. The drones become the eyes, the missiles become the teeth, and the AI becomes the brain that decides when to pull the trigger. The demonstration video that accompanied the press release showed the VBAT drones autonomously rerouting around simulated, quote, enemy jamming zones. This was a direct message to China: your electronic warfare will not stop us. But here's where the story gets complicated, because there is a difference between a demonstration and a real war, and the evidence suggests that HiveMind may not be as invincible as its marketing suggests. In 2025, the MIT Lincoln Laboratory conducted independent tests of HiveMind. The results were published in a technical paper. The good news: HiveMind could coordinate up to 50 drones in a contested, GPS-denied environment. That is impressive. The bad news: when faced with spoofed sensor data that mimicked Chinese electronic warfare tactics, the system failed. Specifically, when the drones were fed false radar returns, showing ships that were not there, or hiding ships that were, the swarm became confused. It could not distinguish between real targets and decoys. This is a critical vulnerability. China has been developing electronic warfare systems specifically designed to spoof drone sensors. The People's Liberation Army Navy has been testing AI anti-swarm systems since 2024, including high-power microwave weapons that can fry drone electronics. So the partnership between Shield AI and NCSIST may be overpromising capabilities that do not hold up under real conditions. The science tempers the hype. Now, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because this is not just a Taiwan story. This is a global trend. On May 20th, 2026, just 3 weeks before the Taiwan announcement, Australia's Defence Ministry announced a similar partnership with Shield AI for maritime patrol in the Coral Sea. Australia's environment is open ocean. They have vast distances to cover. Autonomous drones make sense there, but the comparison is revealing. Australia's goal is surveillance. Taiwan's goal is deterrence, and the geography makes all the difference. The Taiwan Strait is narrow. It is only about 130 kilometers wide at its narrowest point. A Chinese amphibious force could cross it in a matter of hours. In that environment, an autonomous drone swarm is not just a surveillance tool, it is a tripwire. It is a system that can react in seconds, not hours. That fundamental change in reaction time changes the nature of deterrence. In the 1996 Taiwan Strait crisis, when China fired missiles near Taiwan, the United States sent 2 carrier groups. It took days for them to arrive. Today, with autonomous drones, the response could be immediate. The AI could detect a Chinese fleet moving into position and automatically activate defensive systems. That lowers the threshold for conflict. It makes accidental escalation more likely. And that brings us to the opposing views. The Chinese government, of course, condemned the deal. On June 11, 2026, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued a statement calling it a violation of the One China principle. They said it was a U.S. attempt to militarize Taiwan's AI capabilities for offensive operations against mainland targets. The state-run Global Times went further, publishing an editorial that called it a dangerous step towards arming Taiwan with offensive AI weapons. That is the official narrative. This is an escalation, not a defense. But Western analysts see it differently. The Rand Corporation, in a commentary published on June 12th, argued that this is a legitimate defensive upgrade. They pointed out that Taiwan's geography makes autonomous drones a cost-effective deterrent against a larger Chinese navy. A swarm of drones is cheaper than a fleet of ships, and it does not put human lives at risk. From that perspective, the partnership is a rational response to an asymmetric threat. But there is a third view, and it is the one that keeps strategists up at night. Tech ethics critics, like those at the Center for a New American Security, have raised a serious concern. Autonomous weapons in the Taiwan Strait raise the risk of accidental escalation. Imagine a civilian fishing vessel that strays into a military zone. An AI, trained to detect hostile ships, might misinterpret it as a target. Or, imagine a Chinese drone that gets too close to a Taiwanese patrol. The AI might see it as an attack and respond. In a crisis, seconds matter, and an AI that makes a mistake in those seconds could trigger a war that no one intended. This is not science fiction. This is the reality of putting autonomous systems in a contested environment. The partnership between Shield AI and NCSIST is not just a technical challenge. It is a moral and strategic one. Now, let's go back to Ryan Tseng. His personal story adds another layer to this. In 2023, he visited Taiwan's Tech Expo in Taipei. He gave a speech where he said, "The next Ukraine is here." He was not talking about war. He was talking about the need to test autonomous systems in a real strategic environment. He sees Taiwan as the next test case for hive mind, and he is willing to accept the risks. But here's the question that no one is asking publicly. Is this partnership a genuine defense upgrade, or is it a deliberate provocation designed to force China's hand before 2027? Because the timeline matters. The leaked NCSIST memo targets 2027. By that year, China is expected to have a fully modernized military, capable of projecting power across the strait. The United States has been warning that 2027 is the, quote, window of vulnerability for Taiwan. So the question becomes, is Taiwan accelerating its autonomous drone program to deter an attack or to preempt one? The line between deterrence and provocation is thin. And in the strait, it is getting thinner every day. Let's look at one more piece of evidence. On June 11, 2026, the day after the announcement, China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs held a press conference. The transcript is revealing. The spokesperson said, "This partnership is a serious violation of the One China principle. China will take all necessary measures to safeguard its sovereignty and territorial integrity." The language was strong, but not specific. No mention of sanctions, no mention of military exercises. That silence is telling. It suggests that China is still assessing the situation. They are waiting to see how the partnership develops, but they have also been preparing. Since 2024, the People's Liberation Army Navy has been testing AI anti-swarm systems. They have developed high-power microwave weapons that can disable drone electronics. They have also been training their electronic warfare units to spoof drone sensors. So the Chinese response is not just rhetoric. It is a technical arms race. And the Shield AI NCSIST partnership is the latest move in that race. But here is the deepest layer. This partnership is not just about technology. It is about signaling. It is about a deadline. Both sides know that 2027 is a critical year. China wants to be ready by then. Taiwan wants to be ready by then. And the United States, through companies like Shield AI, is helping Taiwan get ready. The AI drone deal is a way of saying, we are not going to wait, we are going to prepare now. And that is the story that no one is telling. The press release on June 10th was not just a business announcement, it was a message. It was a warning, and it was a countdown. Let's bring this back to the present. You are watching this video in 2026. The partnership has been announced. The drones are being tested. The Chinese government has condemned it, but the real story is still unfolding. The question is not whether the technology works. The question is whether the timeline is accelerating faster than anyone can control. Because in the Taiwan Strait, the difference between a drone and a missile is just a few lines of code. And once you hand that code over to an AI, you cannot take it back. The partnership between Shield AI and NCSIST is a step into the unknown, and the world is watching to see where it leads.